What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another New World video. Today we are talking about why you should get off your lazy butt and buy a house. Alright? It's important. Look at me. Look at me. It's important, guys. Alright? Don't sleep on the house. Alright? Obviously, you had some cool furniture you can get. But not the biggest reason to have a house. Alright? I am currently in my house in Everfall. I have 3 houses. I have 1 tier 3 house, 2 tier 1 houses. What I would recommend for all new players who haven't bought a house yet, get the tier 4 house and make sure you get that standing in that town up. Yes, the taxes are reduced right now, but come, I don't know when they're going to actually bring them back up. I'm assuming after the holidays, so I'm assuming the beginning of the year, probably with the January update, they're going to be putting those taxes back up to normal. Okay, so getting your tax reductions in your standings within that town is great. I have about a 40% tax reduction in Everfall right now since I am level 72. I've always been hitting the tax reductions and stuff like that, and the storage. Those are both very key. I use Everfall for crafting, so wherever you're crafting, buy your big house. Make sure it's a busy area, okay? So that their taxes aren't raised up because some town has 3 houses in it and the company can't make any money, so they bring your taxes all the way up. So I would always recommend, from what I've seen on most servers, Everfall or Windsward for your bigger houses. They seem to be the most populated. Now, the reason to get the bigger houses is you can put more furniture items in them to raise your furniture score up if you care about the furniture score. Basically, it just allows your house to be displayed in global as people walk by. There's not really any big benefits to that, but my big thing with the tier 4 house is you can use 4 chests. Whatever tier house it is how many chests you can put in there to increase your storage from that settlement. Okay, so I have a marble chest, a polished marble chest, which is 525 extra storage, a iron chest, which is 400 extra storage, 300 extra storage, and then the hope, yes, 300 extra storage, and the hope chest that I have down here, which is 400 extra storage. I would have 2 hope chests, but I can't move this. My house is bugged at the moment. I can't move any of this stuff, but you know, Amazon will get around to it. I'm not worried about it. So you want to make sure that you have somebody in your company or somebody on your server make you chests for your house. Hope chests is probably the most common top. And then your marble chest, I found that in the wild, just hitting chests up in Shattered Mountain. And those are 525. But Hope chest is pretty common, which is going to be your 400 chest that people can make using your Greater Rune of Holding and Furnishing. Okay, so that is one reason to get a house, is to get your storage up where you're crafting. Crafting will also increase your standing within your town. I'm going to make a video on how to increase your standings too, so keep an eye out for that. But you can also make it look cool. Like, this is not a greatly functioned house right now, but, you know, it's alright. What's up, doggo? It's been a little buggy, but I think we can pet him. There we go. You can pet your dog. Come on now. Who doesn't want to pet a dog? But another thing that we want in our houses are trophies. Alright? Trophies will give you buffs to your skills. I'm going to take you guys over to the workshop real quick. We'll walk over there, and I'll show you the different trophies that can be made. So trophies are a big thing when it comes to your houses. They do stack. So if you have 3 houses and you have a loot luck trophy in all 3 houses, they stack on top of each other. So instead of just getting the benefit of 1, you're going to get the benefit of all 3, as long as they are in different houses. You cannot stack trophies in the same house. Alright? So, if you want to be a crafter, and you are working on Arcana, and you want to get it to where you can make the best of the best with all the stuff, you want to make sure you get all the gear, which is part of it. You're going to get the necklace and all 5 pieces of clothing. And then you're also going to put 3 major trophies. So you got the minor trophy, your basic trophy, and then your major trophy. Each trophy has its own materials to craft it, and you cannot see the recipe unless you have those materials in your stash in that settlement. So, for example, I have the basic trophy for corruption that I can make here. It requires all of these materials, including the previous trophy, and then this crest, which is the tier 4 resource to make this tier 3 trophy. Okay. If you guys haven't checked them out already, I posted a chest run for Morningdale. I posted a chest run for Shattered Mountain. Morningdale's where you're going to get your purple, which is your epics, which is your tier 4 for your basic trophies. And Shattered Mountain is where you're going to get your tier 5 materials for your major trophies, which I do not have any of those right now to show you guys. So this is where we're at. Now, a big thing too is if you are a crafter or if you collect anything, trophies are going to help you out drastically, okay? Excuse me. Your Arcana trophy, your weaponsmithing trophy, your armoring trophy is going to help with bottom end gear score. Okay, so your minimum gear score, so there's not as much deviation between things that you craft. So for example, with the Arcana that I was talking about, for somebody who uses the food, has all of the pieces of gear and the 3 major trophies, they can craft from 590 to 600 every single time they craft something through your Arcana's bench. If you have the, I can't remember what it's actually called, but the buff in that town that you own a house. So say if I'm in Everfall, if I had all 3 major trophies, all the gear, and the buff that Everfall puts in there, which is through their town board, then I can craft from 595 to 600 gear Arcana stuff. So obviously you have to have 200 Arcana to do so and all of that. But that is a big benefit of the houses if you are a crafter. Now, for my non-crafters who are like, yo, this video is stupid, doesn't affect me at all, it does affect you. Now, the big thing here is you can stack trophies. So for all y'all who like to just run around and kill stuff in PvE, or if you want to do invasions, the trophies that do extra damage to certain types are very important to you, okay? The minor trophies do 3% extra damage to a certain type of enemy. The basics do 4 and the majors do 5, and you can stack them on top of each other. So for all my invasion people who want to do more damage to corrupted enemies, there are corrupted trophies. The basic one is 4%. So if I had 3 houses, which I do, and I have 3 basic corrupted trophies in all 3 of my houses, I'm doing an extra 12% damage to corrupted enemies. Okay? So that's going to put you higher up on that invasion board. It's going to allow you to kill things a little quicker, especially if you guys are doing Shatter Mountain runs with all the corrupted in there. You're hitting Chest and Mirkgard or the mines. You guys want these trophies if you are a damage dealer. I don't care about them too much. I'm a healer, so not really a big deal to me. But if I have the extra space, then I'll grab it. I am also a gatherer, so the luck is bigger to me. So I told you guys about the crafting trophies for your different crafting professions. All right. I've told you about the damage. You have damage amplifiers for Ancient, Angry Earth, Wildlife, Corrupted, Lost. Okay, so that's all of your damage multipliers. Again, 3 levels of trophies. Max damage that can be multiplied is 15%, but that's a lot of damage, especially if you use a honing stone in an invasion. Okay, so 15% plus another 7. So you're looking at 22% damage increase. All right, so it's kind of a necessity, honestly, if you are a damage dealer. Then you have your professions, which will increase your bottom year-end score. And then you have your luck. So as we all know, if you're flag PvP, you get 30% luck. Then you have your gear on top of it, but then you can add trophies on top of that, okay? So I don't do it as much anymore, switching out trophies and things like that. So usually I'll leave my harvesting trophy in there. Maybe the mining trophy and the skinning. But that's just going to be for my cooldown materials. So if I'm in Eden Grove or Abenscale or Shattered Mountain and I'm skinning things, or I'm collecting wire fiber from wire fiber or Calcum, I'll have these trophies in here. Okay, especially if I go into Shatter Mountain or Great Cleave, I'll throw the mining trophies up. All of these trophies for your gathering professions give you a buff to your luck. Okay, and I've seen a pretty big one. I used to have 3 of the basic harvesting trophies. I don't have them anymore. I sold them for some money to get my gear up. Working on a new healing build for max healing output during wars, so that video will be coming soon. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and check out the Life Staff Warhammer build that I have. It's really fun for Outpost Rush. I would not recommend it for war, but really fun kit for Outpost Rush. Usually I'm in top 5 for Outpost Rush with that kit. It really caters to the small PvP fights. It's really fun, honestly. But anyways, so we'll get these trophies up. One thing I did want to mention too is the fishing trophies. The materials are not found in chests. They are fish who are caught in Reekwater and Ebonscale for the basic and minor trophies. And they do give you small bonuses while using a fishing pole for the minor, medium, and then large for the basic and the major. Okay. If you guys have any questions about trophies, if you're on for Islandia and you need somebody to craft you a trophy, let me know. Hit me up, Weird Redbeard. I am 200 furnishing, as you can tell, so we can get that going for you. But the other thing I wanted to talk about with your houses is we did touch on this just briefly while I was in the house, but there are different chests that you can make for different amounts of storage. Each time you go up a tier, you go up either 100 or 125 storage. So from iron chests being 300, hope chests being 400, their counterparts, because it's a tier 3 chest, this is a tier 2 chest. I believe the tier 2 chest has a hunting chest, which it's either the tier 2 or tier 3, but it's a bonus 25 to it. So there are variations. There are charts on the internet. Go ahead and take a look at them. Big thing, if you guys are hitting Shatter Mountain or you're hitting elite chests, if you come across a cursed chest or a polished marble chest, those are your 525s, which are the max chests in the game right now. The chests are a little different than most other items in the game right now. Your tier 4 chests right now are the highest chests in the game. Okay, it's pretty sure it's the same thing with the trophies. Yeah, so the trophies too, like your tier 4 is your major trophy. Now I'm assuming they're going to be adding tier 5 stuff eventually, and we're going to keep getting increases as the game progresses and adds more content. And that's probably why they left the tiers down like that. But the hope chest, the what's it called? Golden steel brace chest, I believe is what it's called for the tier 4, the one that you can actually craft. Those are both schematics. So if you find those out in the world, make sure you guys give them to your furnisher. Okay, if they don't have the schematic, if they have the schematic, sell it. The Hope Chest schematic goes for about 8 to 10k depending on your server. The Orichalcum chest, which I think they actually changed to the Steel Golden chest schematic, because they did change the Hope Chest one that used to be the Star Metal chest. Though the Orichalcum, if it's still that way, so Orichalcum brace chest or the Golden Steel brace chest, those will go for 65k I've seen. Okay, usually it's between 50 and 60k they'll go for on your respective service. Now, with that being said, if you give it to your furniture maker, tell them like, hey, I'm giving this to you. Let's make me 3 chests and give me the profits for the first 2, and that should make your money up and allow that person to start generating money for your company, because those tier 4 chests will sell. Well, they will sell for easily 15k a pop. Okay, and that includes somebody bringing the mats for you. So you just put it up like, hey, I can craft the golden steel brace chests. People will go crazy. It'll be like 15k a pop. All right, and that's also going to help you level up your furnishing. So if you guys have experienced the new system, your trade skills. You have the different ticks for the different caches. Okay, I got the first tick on mine. It was nothing special. Okay, it was a couple vials of Azoth and I think some pure solvent. It was nothing to write home about, but from what I've heard so far, the higher you go up here and the more big caches you open, you can get schematics, including the ones for the orichalcum chests. There's a schematic for the curse chests in the drop table, so it's always a good way to level the furnishing up and get your boys up to where you want to so they can give you stuff for your house. And those are the reasons why I think you guys should buy a house. Now, like I said, I would buy the tier 4 house first, then buy 2 tier 1 houses. The other benefit to those houses also, which is something I left out, I do apologize, is you have a teleport with that. Okay, you can recall from anywhere with each house. So, I have the tier 3 house. Mine resets every 2.5 hours in Everfall, and you can always reset it, the cooldown, with Azoth. Okay. These ones are tier 1 houses, so they believe they're every 4 hours or 3.5. I can't remember, to be honest with you guys. There are charts on the internet. Please go ahead and find one before you make your purchase, and they will also tell you before the purchase of the house as to the amount of time. And the big reason here, and I think this is one of the biggest things for myself, especially for you early on guys who don't have a lot of money to buy vials of Azoth all the time. You can't do invasions, you can't do wars because you're not level 60 yet. Houses are going to allow you to travel cheap because they do not care about what your weight is at minus being over encumbered. Okay, if you are encumbered, you cannot TP. Just so you guys know that. You can't just like go hit a whole bunch of orichalcum and fat roll around and then TP back home. All right, you have to be under your bag limit. So keep that in mind. But it does not go off of weight. So if you are 1.1 pounds below your bag limit, you can TP back to your house for free if your cooldown is up, or reset it. I believe the one that I have, I think the max one I've had to reset is like 50 to reset the entire thing. And like if you think about that too, I'm in Everfall right now, left side of Everfall. To go from there to Weaver's Fen is 97 right now. So resetting my cooldown is going to be the cheapest Azoth way to get around. All right. Especially when you have a map like this where we only have 1 green territory. It's going to save you guys a lot of Azoth and things like that. If I missed anything, please let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate it. If you guys think this was helpful, let me know in the comments. I really appreciate it. I love hearing feedback. If you guys have any other videos you want to see, any things that you have questions about in the game, let me know. I'm here. If you guys want me to do a dedicated trophy video where I go over the different levels of trophies and the different bonuses, I can. I am going to leave a link in the description below to a website that will have a table for you guys to check out for those different enhancements the trophies give. Okay, and so that'll be in the description below. But I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit me up over on Twitch, Weird Redbeard, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.